Sports 7GH. This is another day. This is another week. The Almighty God has made. Let us be glad and rejoice in it. A lot of top stories making the headlines in the world of sports, in the Ghana football circles. All right, good. Mohamed Kudus, Manchester City. Yes, a lot of news on them. Manchester City. Yes, Andre Dede Mohamed Ayew went to his home club or boyhood club. That's how we say it, boyhood club. And he did very well for his Le Havre versus his boyhood club. We are going to talk to you about that also, and then we look at some other stories in this video on this channel, Sports 7GH. Please do want to subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the notification bell and select or leave your thoughts, comments below in the comment section if you have any. It's always a great pleasure to have you join us. Thank you very much for staying with us on Sports 7GH. Now, Mohamed Salisu is a fantastic Ghanaian player who plays for AS Monaco, of course, in France. And yesterday they played the Trophy de Champion. Yes, in French language, Trophy de Championnats with PSG, and the game was a very, very tight one, very difficult one. But at the end of the day, PSG won the game 1-0. In the die embers of the game, with the additional time, they won the game, and AS Monaco couldn't win the Trophy de Championnat. Yeah. So AS Monaco, in fact, Mohamed Salisu's AS Monaco losing out on that particular trophy yesterday, and that's why we are bringing you the news. After that game, he reacts on his Instagram. He says that, look, keep doing what you are doing. You are doing great, so just keep going. Yeah, that is Mohamed Salisu, Ghanaian international. Yeah. Despite Monaco's valiant efforts, time ran out before they could muster a response, leaving Salisu and his teammates to endure the heartbreak of a defeat. Fabian Ruiz slotted the ball into the net to seal the victory for PSG versus AS Monaco. Now, Ghanaian-born, in fact, English-born Ghanaian international Josh Acheampong had his first start in the English Premier League for Chelsea Football Club, playing as a centre-back for them in their 1-1 draw versus Crystal Palace over the weekend. The Blues travelled to Selhurst Park in the Premier League to face the Eagles. Cole Palmer broke the deadlock for Enzo Maresca's side to end the first half 1-0. However, Jean-Philippe Mateta scored a late goal to break the hearts of Chelsea fans to end the game 1-1 after being handed his first Premier League game. Acheampong, who excelled, expressed his disappointment after failing to win the game. It was a really enjoyable game and my first Premier League start, Acheampong told the club website. I've worked a lot for it, and overall it was really enjoyable. But it's unfortunate that we couldn't come away with all the 3 points. Josh Acheampong added. So the English-born Ghanaian international Josh Acheampong having his first start in the English Premier League, but unfortunately for him, he didn't get the win for Chelsea Football Club. And Chelsea have been on a winless streak, about I think 4 games, drawing with Everton, losing to Fulham, and then losing to Ipswich, and then drawing with Crystal Palace. 4 games without a win. Maybe in their next one, they will try their best to win over there. Let's see how things go. Let's talk to you about some other stories also. It is important that we bring to your notice that Alexander Djiku of Fenerbahce also won 2-1 at home versus Hatayspor in the Turkish league. 2-1 emphatic win. Alexander Djiku's team won. After the game, Djiku went to Twitter. He said, back with a victory. The team went on a break, the Xmas break, and this is the time they started playing again, and then he said back with the victory. Thank you for the support. That is Ghana Black Stars defender Alexander Djiku, what he had to say about Fenerbahce's win, 2-1 win over Hatayspor. When you go to France, that is where we have Andre Dede, Remy Morgan Ayew. Dede Ayew, everybody knows Dede Ayew. Dede Ayew, Dede Ayew, Dede Ayew, Dede Ayew. Yesterday, his club side, Le Havre, that is where he plays for. They were playing versus Olympique Marseille in the French Ligue 1. Olympique de Marseille. The game there, it was done and dusted. Olympique Marseille had beaten them 5-0 as at around the 85th minute. Before Dede Ayew slotted one home for Le Havre. Now, Dede Ayew scored versus his boyhood club, Olympique de Marseille, and he didn't celebrate. He raised his hands. At the good cry, just a consolation. How can you celebrate? But then, Vim, he raised his hands in respect for his club side. Now, on May 10th, 2015, Dede Ayew was playing for Olympique de Marseille. May 10th, 2015. And then yesterday, January 5th, 2025, he went to Marseille and then scored a goal versus Marseille, and that is very, very good. About 10 years. Hey, 10 years of football. Dede Ayew, it's not easy at all. But then after the game, he was crying. He was substituted before everything the game was off, and he was on the bench and he was crying a little bit. In fact, he got a standing ovation by the Olympique de Marseille fans. Standing ovation. They stood up and they were clapping for him when he scored a goal and when he was substituted. They stood up and they were clapping for him, and it was a very, very good one to behold. So Andre Dede, Remy Morgan Ayew doing very well for his club side, the Le Havre, against his team. His former team, Olympique de Marseille, the team where he started. Now, this is what Dede Ayew had to say after the game. He says that I want to thank all the people of Marseille. I am touched by the standing ovation from the bottom of my heart. This club has given me so much. It has always been my dream club. So that is Dede Ayew's message after getting a standing ovation at Olympique de Marseille in the French Ligue 1. Yes, so it's good. His club side, Le Havre, is still struggling. Looks like they are in the relegation zone. Things are very tough for them right now. But then they'll keep going, and hopefully they can they can get out of the relegation zone. Is that not it? Yeah. Now let's talk to you about Mohamed Kudus. Mohamed Kudus is a fantastic Ghanaian player who plays for West Ham United. He's been doing very, very well. Now, Manchester City, the club coached by Pep Guardiola, are planning to trigger Mohamed Kudus' release clause according to Football Insider. Now, the Ghanaian international has attracted a lot of interest from European clubs following his impressive performance for the Hammers since last season. In his debut season during the 2023-2024 season, Kudus scored 14 goals and grabbed 6 assists in all competitions. Kudus has an £85 million release clause in his deal at the London Stadium, which is said to become active in the summer of 2025, which means there is more potential that he could move then. The Hammers value the Ghana international around £100 million mark, which means it will take a mammoth and huge bid to price him away during the January transfer window. Despite City's interest, it is unlikely that a move will take place in January, but planning to sign the former Ajax attacker in the summer transfer window. Meanwhile, Ajax and Arsenal and Liverpool have also expressed strong interest in the services of the Ghanaian international Mohamed Kudus. In the ongoing season, Kudus has scored 3 goals and provided 2 assists in 16 games in the English Premier League. And don't forget that over the weekend, Mohamed Kudus went to Etihad to play versus Manchester City, and it wasn't so good. It wasn't one of his best performances this season. Kudus, he's not been on the top form that we know of him, but then he's on the radar of Pep Guardiola and Manchester City, and they are hoping to sign the Ghanaian player from West Ham United in the summer of 2025. Don't forget that it's not only Manchester City who are hoping to sign the player. Arsenal are also looking to sign the player, and in fact for Arsenal, they are looking to sign Mohamed Kudus during this January transfer window so that he will come and offset for the miss they are missing in the shape of Bukayo Saka being out for the long time of the season. So Arsenal are looking to sign him in January, and if it's not possible, then summer transfer they will go again. But Man City are looking to get him in the summer transfer window, as well as some other clubs who are also interested in the signature of the Ghanaian international Mohamed Kudus. We will continue to monitor the news and how things go with Mohamed Kudus and all the Ghanaian players involved in this particular January transfer window and subsequent transfer windows. Do want to subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the notification bell, select all. Leave your thoughts, comments below in the comment section if you have any. It's always a great pleasure to have you join us. I'll definitely see you in the next one. Thank you very much for staying. Bye bye.